Today we have a full body mobility sequence, so hop on your mat into a tabletop position and let's get started. From here, closing your eyes, getting into that deep belly breathing, and taking any movement that feels right in your body right now. So take a full body scan, check in with yourself today. Notice any areas that feel tighter than normal, and maybe that's not even in your physical body. Maybe you just need the next 15 minutes or so to relax your mind. Wherever you are, acknowledge it, breathe into it, and then try to start moving the breath in a way that releases some tension. Okay, you can come back to a neutral spine. Make sure your hips are in line with your knees, and then go ahead and walk your hands forward, starting to melt your chest toward the floor for puppy pose. If your chin and chest don't quite make it to the mat, that's okay. Just relax your forehead down onto the mat or onto a block. And just melt down. Slowly pull forward and lie down on your mat. Send your left arm out to the left, press down into your right palm, gaze toward the right wall, and then lift up your right foot and drop it back behind you. Good. Breathe deep, feeling the stretch in through the chest and the shoulder. Slowly lower, and we'll switch sides. Right arm reaches out to the right, opposite cheek comes to the mat. Use the left hand for stability as you reach your left leg up and back. Relax into the stretch. Stay with the breath. And go ahead and make your way back over to center. Place both hands underneath your shoulder blades. Inhale, big breath in. Exhale all of the air out. And press down into your palms and ride the next breath up into cobra. Pressing the tops of the thighs and the pelvis down into the floor and lifting through the chest. We're here for one more minute. Allow the lower back to release. Option to lower the forearms if this is too much of a strain on your spine. You can drop the head or circle through the neck. And 5 more breaths. Okay, you can slowly start to make your way back into downward facing dog. Just take a moment, pedal out through the feet, wake up the legs. And then inhale to your toes, exhale, bend the knees, and tippy-toe your way to your hands. When you get here, go ahead and separate your feet wide, catch a hold of opposite elbows with opposite hands, and hang really heavy, ragdoll. Keep a generous bend in the knees. And just notice how easy it is to breathe out, and take advantage of that, pushing all of the stagnant energy and air out of your body. Relax your jaw, shake out your head. Good. Release your hands back to the mat. Walk your feet out even wider. Plug your heels down and start to sink your hips toward your heels for a deep yogi squat. Hands can come together at the heart, pressing your elbows into your knees to encourage the hips to open up. Good, good. Press down. Let the hips open. Good, you can stand all the way back up, reach your hands to the sky, and then let's sink right back down. If your ankles are really tight, it can be really helpful to elevate your heels using a rolled up towel, or even just fold your mat over a couple of times. I probably should have done this here. Sink in and see if you can get your spine a little bit straighter. Good. Stand up, reach up. Last time. Sink back down. You've got this. And you can grab a block like I did here if you have really tight hips or ankles. Sometimes this is a really nice option. Last few breaths. Yes, go ahead. Place your hands down, straighten your legs, fold forward. Press down, breathe in, rise all the way up, take a full body stretch. And then drop your arms down to your sides, reach back behind you and interlace your hands at your tail and fold forward. Let your hands hang overhead, rinsing the shoulders. Hands come back down, breathe in, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Halfway lift on the inhale. And on the exhale, either take a vinyasa or just step right back to downward facing dog. Pause here for a moment. Just breathing and taking any little movement that feels good. Maybe check in, take a little inventory again. Notice what feels different. Are you opening up? Creating more space in the body? Do you feel more relaxed? Clearer? Okay, you can drop your knees down to the mat, have a seat, and maybe turn sideways on your mat. We're going to take our legs out really nice and wide for a wide leg fold. Go ahead and adjust your hips. You may need to use your hands to lift your hips out from under you. And once you're in a comfortable seat, flex your toes towards your face and start to walk your hands over to the right, leaning over the right thigh. And we'll all have a different point of sensation here, so find yours today and then try to get really still. Over time, maybe you naturally melt a little bit deeper as your hamstrings start to open. And if you're feeling a little extra mobile today, go ahead and extend your left arm over your left ear. When you do this, you should feel a really deep stretch through the left side of your body. Good, and then staying as low to the floor as you can, as slowly as you can. We're going to switch sides. So crawling yourself over to the left. And try to remember not to push or pull in these poses. Our goal in yoga is to release, to let go. When we start trying to force ourselves to work harder or move in ways that strain our bodies, we're just adding tension on top of tension. So instead, just really meet yourself where you are today. Wherever that is exactly where you're meant to be. Let go of any other expectation or notion that leads you to believe otherwise, and just be. Just breathe. Notice how your body changes when you unclench, when you relax wherever you're gripping. You'll probably start to just organically open up. Good, staying as low as you can. This time walk your hands to center. And maybe coming down to the forearms or to a block. One more breath. And then go ahead and walk your hands back towards your hips. Slowly roll up to a seat and we'll come into butterfly. Feet come together to touch. Rock or lift your hips out from under you. Hands wrapping around the feet, elbows bend out to the sides as you melt your forehead down toward your heels. Soften your face. Let your knees gently fall open. Slowly roll back up, and we'll meet back in downward facing dog. So taking your time, taking any little micro movements you need to get there. Once you arrive, inhale your right leg toward the sky, bend your knee, peel open your hip, and when you're ready, go ahead and set up for half pigeon on the right. So right knee behind right wrist, shin flat on the mat. In time, maybe your right ankle works its way toward your left wrist, but if you're not there yet, to be honest, most of us aren't, paying more attention to making sure that your hips are staying square to the front of your mat. If it helps, you can place a rolled up towel or a block underneath your right hip. You can also stay along arms or slowly release all the way down to the floor. Use your props, find your personal depth today, and then settle in. Quiet your mind. If you have a lot of chatter going on in your brain today, try to redirect your attention to your breath. It really is okay to acknowledge the thoughts that are coming up for you, but think of your thoughts like cars on a highway. I hear this analogy a lot. You see them, you acknowledge that they're there, and then you just let them pass. Do the same thing with your thoughts as they come. Acknowledge them, let them go, and then come back to your breathing. Slowly make your way back up to long arms. Curl under your back toes and step back, downward facing dog. You can pedal through the heels if that feels really good for you. And when you're ready, we'll switch sides. Peeling open the left hip, and then setting up for the half pigeon on the left. Your left knee should align with your left wrist, and the left ankle will fall anywhere between the right wrist and groin. Feel free to take any variation of this pose that feels right for you today, allowing the side to be its very own. It could feel vastly different from the right, so just move in a way that feels really comfortable for your body. Close your eyes and just breathe through the sensation. Relax your jaw, your face, your tongue. Surrender to the pose. Let your body feel heavy. Nice work, friends. When you're ready, make your way back to dog. Now I want to end this class with a little organic movement. For the next 1 minute, close your eyes and let your body tell you what it needs. So moving slow, moving intentionally. Part of yoga is learning to be in tune with your body. So being able to observe the physical body and move with it rather than against it. And if you have no idea what this means yet or what to do, don't panic. You can look up at the screen and follow my lead here with some spinal waves. Moving as fluidly with the breath as possible, from down dog to up dog, back to down dog just a few times, and then eventually making your way into child's pose. But again, just moving your body, listening to what it needs, and just flowing with it. And that could be as simple as just laying in Shavasana. Sometimes that's what you need. Minute's almost up. So go ahead and make your way into child's pose if you haven't already. And from here, just letting everything soften. Close your eyes. Take a moment to absorb all of the good energy from today's practice. And take your forehead side to side. Stay here if you need a little bit more time, but if you're ready to come out, you can pull forward into a tabletop position, and from there, making your way to a seat. Hands coming together at the heart, big breath in. Long, cleansing breath out. Namaste, my friends. I will see you next time.